Whoa, it is super bouncy in here, inside the stomach. Meow, it is so incredibly pink and wobbly. Pshh. Giggling. Pshh. Meow. Excuse me, it wasn't me. It was the sneaky toot monster. Ha! There is no toot monster, Kitty. That was just a fart. And guess what? Everybody does it. It is true. A fart is just your body letting out extra gas. Gas? Meow. Let's look at how that funny puff of air is made. Once we see how it works, we'll see there is nothing to be embarrassed about. Put simply, a fart is just gas, a little puff of air trapped inside your body. Some of that air comes from the outside world. When you eat or drink, you swallow air bubbles, and they slide down into your tummy. This happens even more when you eat your food super fast, drink through a straw, or laugh while you are chewing. That swallowed air has to travel through your body's long internal tubes. Since it can't stay inside, it has to find a way out. Sometimes it comes back up as a burp, but the rest of it keeps moving down until it pops out the back door. Now we are moving deeper into the intestines. This is the long, twisting tunnel where your body breaks down your food. You actually have millions of tiny, friendly helpers living in here. They are called bacteria. They are way too small to see, but they are very busy. When these tiny helpers eat the leftover bits of your food, they create their own tiny bubbles of gas as they work. Certain foods, like beans and broccoli, are a giant feast for these helpers. A big feast means they make a lot more bubbles. Because these helpers are always working to process your meals, your body is always making a little bit of gas. Eventually, the swallowed air and the tiny bubbles from your helpers merge together. This creates a pocket of pressure that needs to be released. Meow! Here comes the stinky part. Actually, Kitty, most of that gas has no smell at all. Only a teeny tiny amount is stinky. Meow! Then what is invisible and smells like carrots? A bunny fart. Hee. This chart shows how often it happens. On average, a person passes gas about 14 times every single day. Since it happens a dozen times a day to everyone, even teachers, it is just a common part of being a human. The way your body breaks down food to get energy is called digestion. When you let out a little gas, it is just a sign that your body is busy doing its work. And we aren't the only ones. Almost every animal has a digestive system that works this way. Dogs pass gas, and even some fish do too. But cows make a huge amount of gas because of the way they eat. Meow! Every animal is in the club. It's true. It is a normal part of life for creatures all over the world. Kitty! Meow! Quiz time! Shout out the answers! Hannah, question 1. A fart is really just a puff of gas. Ava, question 2. What do we call the tiny helpers in your gut? Bacteria. Hannah, you got it. Between the air you swallow and the bubbles your helpers make, that gas is just your body staying healthy. Ava, now you know what is happening every time you hear a psst. Hannah, subscribe for more science adventures with us here at the Open Learning Lab. Kitty, see you next time. Toot toot.